Ferrovial, a leading world infrastructure group with extensive experience in the railway sector, has completed part of the first phase of the train complex remodeling in Fuencarral, Madrid. The works include the construction of 6 stabling tracks for commuter trains, connected by 6 double-slip switches and 13 turnouts. The works also include the improvement of sanitation and drainage networks, the construction of platforms, a new lighting network, signaling installations via local interlocking, and low-tension installations and plumbing. Ferrovial will introduce a railway electrification system designed to make the complex electrically independent from the closest station, Chamartín, giving the area the necessary autonomy for security, future improvement, technological adaptation and maintenance works. Due to the nature of the works, numerous machines specific to railway works have been used. Ferrovial's fleet includes 6 continuous tamping machines, 4 universal tamping machines, 4 stabilizers, 3 gantry cranes and 7 perforators, which means that the works need only rely on our own machinery. Due to the complexity of the works and the large amount of machinery required, security is always at the highest level. A strict access control has been established and only operators and technicians have access to the area. All our staff have extensive training in risk prevention and vast experience in the sector. As with all of Ferrovial's activities, the company ensures results of the highest quality by regularly performing a thorough check of both the supplied products and their use on site. The operating procedures established for each pit have been regularly checked through several tests, run in specialized external laboratories. These careful checks, in combination with the excellent execution of works, guarantee the quality and durability of the new railway complex. Regarding environmental sustainability, Ferrovial has implemented a philosophy of waste reuse and recovery, analyzing the needs of the construction process on the one hand and the resources on the other. By giving an appropriate treatment in each case to the construction and demolition waste, Ferrovial is able to obtain optimum material to be reused elsewhere. For example, the subbase for the auxiliary road was obtained from artificial gravel by crushing the mass concrete from the demolition works. Furthermore, the sub-ballast necessary for the execution of the esplanade was obtained from screening and crushing the ballast from the old track in order to obtain a suitable product to be reused. With these actions, the initial prediction of landfill waste was significantly reduced. After dismantling the old track, the platform where the new tracks will lie on is constructed. Our team of surveyors is responsible for obtaining the necessary data to provide our expert workers with clear and useful guidance plans as well as elevations. The remodeling begins by redesigning the esplanade and implementing the new drainage network. After that, the sub-ballast and the first layer of ballast are extended and compacted. Based on the railway structure, the new rail tracks are pre-assembled in pieces of 12 meters in an area very close to the construction site. First, the sleepers are positioned in parallel. Then they are attached to the recovered rails with elastic fastenings. Once the pieces have been pre-assembled, specific machinery is used to move the railways to their final location. Double-slip switches and turnouts have been created from recycled materials, reused in line with regulations. The tracks and apparatus are assembled with the help of Ameca gantry cranes and are provisionally held in place until aluminothermic welding is performed. Ferrovial has 9 Type C welders for this purpose. Once everything is in position, more ballast is added. The sub-ballast layer is 30 cm thick and the ballast layer is 30 cm thick under the sleeper. The tamping machine Matisa B40 compacts the ballast under the sleepers and lifts the railway to the position determined by the surveillance crew, providing the appropriate levels of consolidation and a solid base. Simultaneously, the profiling machine Plaza and Toira PDB 110 will demarcate the ballast cross-section. Once the track has been raised between 10 and 50 millimeters, which is called first leveling, the aluminothermic welding begins. When all the aluminothermic welding is completed, the railway is lifted between 0 and 10 millimeters, which is called second leveling. The railways are then neutralized with our own equipment and staff. In order to design the railway electrification system, it is essential that the railway design has been finalized. The execution begins by building the foundation for the electrification pole and the anchor blocks in concrete, which are needed by the poles for stability. After the poles have been erected, the gantries are placed and anchored. With the track in place and on its first leveling, the catenary, the guard cable, and the feeders are put in position. The protections and the signals are then positioned, and the entire system is verified before it finally comes into operation. As complementary measures for the new track, it is important to note also the construction of platforms on gauges equipped with hydrants and forces to facilitate the routine maintenance of rolling stock. Thanks to these works, Ferrovial has broadened its experience in this sector. Experience which sets the company apart as being a leading contractor in the railway sector around the world.